Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your random love reading, what you need to know right now. So I'm going to be putting these out three to six at a time randomly. I'll still be doing my Monday singles readings and my Thursday general readings. So these will be random. So they will be random themes as well. So these are the first series that I'll be doing. The question is, what do you need to know right now about your love life? What do you need to know right now? Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know right now? Flexible. Okay. This is about being flexible, cooperation and compromise. But when you look at the image here, there's also an energy of not bending over backwards though. So it's really an energy of balance. If you can see what this image is showing here. It's somebody who's really bending over, really compromising. So it's all about balance between the two. It takes both people. There we go. Yeah. So we have something to do with community. This could be somebody around you in your community, in your social circle. Nice energy. Yeah, so someone here, somebody that, you may have something in common with, but make sure you're not bending over backwards. It's an energy of being a people pleaser. Yeah, we have the Hierophant here. So a little reminiscing, doing things by the book. It's about two people being on the same page. Okay. So there's definitely, the community card to me, I feel is, it's online dating, social media, it's about friends and family. But this is a love reading, so I feel what it's trying to say is it takes two people here. If somebody's always bending over backwards to please somebody and not getting anything that they want here. So it's a little energy of reminiscing because we have some memories here. It's about doing things by the book. So it's about two people being on the same page. So some of you may have had someone here, you're not really on the same page. This is likely someone, yeah, so I see chop wood. Yeah, we know what that means, right? Yeah, letting somebody know you're not going to bend over backwards to please them or their family, friends, whatever the situation. But it could be a person who also needs to, it has to do with the way someone's conducting themselves, their beliefs and behaviors, conditioning over time through friends and family. So there could be something here, but it's also an energy of brushing things out the door. You see, it's almost like brushing the issue under the carpet, but I feel it's an energy of chop wood, kind of letting somebody know. So it's about teaching someone how you want to be treated. You see, doing things by the book, a little bit more traditional, because it has to do with another person. I feel this person cooperating and compromising here. Yeah, look at that energy. So we have flexible. Why is this here? It's good to be flexible. It is. I mean, it could go back and forth as long as it's fair and balances out at some point. Yeah, so it has to do with commitment. Look at that. So it's about someone treating someone right, playing fair. See, you got someone here, I feel, that likely didn't play fair, or that could be a person who's just thinking about that. But definitely the chop wood. It's here for a reason. Letting somebody know. Don't brush it under the carpet, okay? Don't ignore the issue. It's about speaking up, speaking your truth. Yeah, so we have somebody here, you see. We got a person doing some thinking, and I feel they could have some Libra in their chart. They don't have to, but I feel this is a person who's kind of analyzing the situation. Now, it could have to do with, the way someone was raised, a habit, the way they're conducting themselves. So you have a person who's thinking about this, and I feel it's an energy of them analyzing the situation. Yeah. Something here that shouldn't be ignored, okay? That's basically what it's saying. So we have community here. Yeah, so it's about happiness, and it's for both people, playing fair. Both people need to be happy. There needs to be balance, you see? It needs to be fair. It can't be one person doing everything to please the other person, right? There you go. So there's actually a commitment possibly on the table here. You may have an issue with somebody here. They don't want to commit. No, they want you to kind of do everything their way. Yeah. So there's an energy of some kind of truth. Someone's having a little aha moment. So this is someone who's kind of getting it here. It's about playing fair, emotional fulfillment for both people. It's about two people putting themselves out there, opening up, sharing all their feelings and finding a balance, being fair for both. So I feel like you got a person here, something that's fair for both. Now this could involve a prenup. For some of you, if you're at that stage and you're seeing somebody or they're thinking about it, but it has to do with truth, seeing the truth in a situation. So this is a win or lose situation. If you bend over backwards for somebody and you don't want to and they're not willing to cooperate or compromise, you're not going to have that success. You see, win or lose situation is what I feel here. So we have justice. Yeah, this is about two people looking out for each other's best interest. You see, it's a partnership. Yeah, look at that energy. This does kind of looks like a bit of a prenup. Someone's strategizing and thinking, but really, if you are thinking of signing anything, any kind of a prenup or anything like that, make sure you look at it very, very carefully. Okay? Yeah. But I feel, oh, look at that. I was just looking at that. There it is. So I feel someone's really get it. They're becoming very clear. I feel there's something here that needs to be cleared up, not brushed under the carpet, ignored. There it is. You see, look at that. Something's going to be exposed. I feel this could be a new person. They may be, like I say, looking at the situation, but it has to do with that Ten of Pentacles and justice and balance, playing fair, two people looking out for each other equally, but sometimes we have to remember we have to sometimes sacrifice a little and bend over backwards a little bit, as long as it comes back to you. Okay, as long as it's fair. It's not always perfect, but yeah, don't brush it under the carpet, whatever it is. Yeah, this is someone here, they know, they're seeing if they want things to go in their favor, they need to cooperate and compromise, and it has to do with the way they conduct themselves. It's about speaking the truth, being open and honest about their feelings. And this has to do with, I feel, the future here. So some of you might have a new person. It's possible. I also feel for some, I do see the scenario where there's a person here who may be wondering if you've started something new. There may be something that they maybe know, if maybe they, travel in the same social circle, same community. They may know somebody that you have something to do with. They may have something to tell you. But it looks like some very positive news. It's about things going in your favor. But we have someone who's kind of has a tendency to strategize because they kind of want everything their way. So really watch for that. Okay? Don't be afraid to speak up. Speak your truth. Express yourself. Yeah, see, there we go. We have someone here who knows they'll be rejected. It's not good enough. So it's an energy of someone who's likely missed an opportunity because they didn't, or it's just a person who's failed to see something here. But to me, it looks as though someone who's failed to recognize they weren't being fair. You see, maybe somebody didn't treat you right. And it could, like I say, it could have to do with the way they were brought up. It's something that forms a habit, somebody who has a habit. That needs to be broken, definitely not brushed under the carpet. So someone could be doing a little inner work. Yeah, look at that. So it takes two. It's both people, there needs to be balance. Two people drinking from each other's cup, sharing their feelings and emotion. It needs to go in both people's favor. It needs to be fair. So I feel like whatever this is, it looks like it will be. But I do see that King of Swords. And as long as that King of Swords is there with this chop wood, some of you might tell somebody off, tell them to chop wood. It's not good enough. You see? Yeah. So if you want somebody who doesn't want to cooperate or compromise here, then yeah, you might friend zone somebody as well with this energy. And things, it's got to work for both. It's got to go in both people's favor. Somebody here, I feel, if they don't get what they want, they may reject, ignore. Could be, like I say, if you express yourself and speak up. I think you got a person, if there's been an ending of some sort here where you've rejected someone, ignored them, it's not good enough. You see, something isn't good enough here. It's not what somebody wants. And I feel it's yourself watching this. Something isn't right. But this person's going to miss an opportunity. See, this is someone I feel who's having that moment. They realize they've missed an opportunity, maybe because you have started something new. Yeah, you got a person who's in their head. There's no doubt about it. Tell me more about the Sun. Yeah, see, it's about investing, being patient, see? It's about investing in a situation, being open, being honest, being in their integrity, doing things by the book, playing fair. It's about two people being on the same page, you know? If you don't express yourselves, you don't put yourself out there, and you're not invested, nobody's going to be happy here. And that's what I feel. It has to do with a long-term relationship. Now, this could be something you're negotiating where you both need to agree on something, but it looks like some kind of an agreement is going to happen here. Don't brush something under the carpet. Do not give in to this person. Don't bend over backwards, okay? Don't be a people pleaser. Yeah, if somebody really, really wants to be with you, they're going to be willing to cooperate and compromise. But like I say, sometimes you have to give a little bit more. Okay, you have to give a little bit more. But as long as it balances out. Yeah, maybe there's been some kind of an on and off situation here. Yeah, I think somebody has some regrets. They have a little bit of regrets here. Someone never spoke the truth or didn't express themselves clearly, whatever the situation. It looks like it's been kind of ignored, but someone's definitely rejected someone or told them off. Yeah, if you have somebody who does that, it's an energy of someone who, sometimes it's someone who's ignoring the emotional energy in a relationship if they don't get what they want. So you want to watch out for that energy. But I don't feel that very strongly. It's just that one little card with the Wheel of Fortune that I see there. That tells me somebody here, if things don't go in their favor, they reject, ignore, maybe even a little emotional manipulation kind of energy, or just withdrawing from emotional. Don't ignore these. These are like red flags. Don't ignore this is what I feel in a nutshell this reading is about not ignoring it, speaking up. But I feel that we have a person. The person who's holding the sword connected to this Libra energy is someone who's seeing the truth. Someone here wasn't invested, you see. Maybe they weren't very patient, they weren't cooperating or compromised. I feel they regret it. It's something this person's likely been trying to ignore. Maybe you've had an ending here because of it. They've been kind of brushing it under the carpet, but now they have to kind of face it. Yeah, there is a soulmate connection, but it takes two people to share their feelings, to face each other. Yeah, see, it's energy of temperance, tempering one's emotions, watching your temper. It's an energy of, again, patience here. Two people who need to learn to be patient with each other. That's a big part of a relationship where two people look out for each other. It's grounded, it's stable, you see, where you're connected in that way, where you take the time to patiently listen to how the other person feels and you're willing to cooperate. You look for the areas of compromise. So whatever this is, I feel like it's something that could work out. But if you have a person who kind of rejected you, ignored you, or maybe you had something that was kind of on and off with this person, and you've decided to let this person go, because it's an energy where you pull back with this Sag energy, and you find your inner balance and you kind of pull back and look at it, because there's something not right here. It's not fair, you see. I actually feel this person's looking at it. I do. I feel this person seeing this, that they were not fair. They were expecting you to bend over backwards to please them, to kind of, do things the way they want. So whatever it is, I feel it's an energy. It could be some kind of a reunion here, but it does have to do with commitment, committing here, making some kind of a commitment. I feel somebody here didn't want to commit, or they weren't ready. But here, yeah, so you've got this person coming back in. Yeah, there. Look at that. Some of you may have someone new. Maybe it's possible you got a new person coming in and someone is now regretting it. The way they conducted themselves, the way they behaved. If you have something new, you may be looking back at this energy and having that realization yourself. Okay, that you bent over backwards for someone and didn't get what you wanted. You may have even failed to recognize that, because once you meet somebody who's loving and nurturing, and they come in and they're very patient, and they're exploring their feelings and emotions, they conduct themselves differently than another person. That's when you realize what it is that you may not have recognized. So don't recognize a new opportunity with somebody who's a new person here as well. So there's definitely a lot of different messages, different scenarios, but the Knight of Cups is here. The new is here. Somebody is going to regret it when you start something new, or you have. It's possible. It looks like you've got something new coming in. It's telling you to temper your passions and emotions. Just kind of calm down. Look at things. This could be someone different than your usual type. Maybe it's time to try something different. Now, it could be this person coming in to try something different. Okay, I feel like you're very much the same. Even this other person, okay, you're very much the same, yet you're different. So you need to be patient with each other. Different temperaments, you see, people with different temperaments conduct themselves differently. So it could be a little hard to get on the same page, but it looks like some kind of negotiation for some of you. But others of you, it's the realization when this new person comes in and they date you in a traditional manner. You know, the way they conduct themselves is where you kind of start to see. Yeah, so there's definitely the school of hard knocks, the energy of learning with the doing things by the book. See, reminiscing. Some of you are reminiscing, but it could be this person. Yeah, fascinating reading. It's all good. Sometimes it's just those little things that are food for thought. If you have someone coming in, take that moment, right, to remember. You need to express yourself. Don't bend over backwards. Don't be the one to be flexible. Yeah, there's the birth of something new. So some of you have got something new. I think this person's also seeing you possibly in a whole new light, Aquarius. Definitely strong Libra and Taurus energy in this reading. Some Sag. Possibly some Aquarius energy, which of course is yourself. Very strong Libra in here. So, but I also see some Leo energy and some Sag. So there's a little bit of fire. But I feel like what's happening is the birth of something new. This is somebody here who failed to recognize the Empress energy. You're not going to compromise. You're not going to bend over backwards to please this person if they're not going to do the same, right? It's about being fair. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles. I'm liking this reading. Some learning here. School of hard knocks, doing things by the book. Yeah, see, someone's taking a little pause here. See, they're looking at this. There's the aha moments connected to that sword, the realization after a pause, after some introspection. It's about two people seeing things from each other's perspective, calming down and being patient, communicating, being patient enough to communicate, not just ignoring somebody, you know, brushing it under the carpet, you see. So like I say, maybe somebody treated you that way and they're seeing that energy, the way they conducted themselves. They're thinking. Yeah, so it has to do with someone's decision, judgment. Maybe someone judged you wrong. Okay, but it has to do with the decision. And I think this is person seeing now. This is someone who made a bad decision. Possibly could be a reconciliation, but it'll be up to you, because I can see this energy of the birth of something new here, someone new coming in. It's more than likely a lot of you got something new coming your way. I feel that you're going to have to make a decision, because it's possible this person could be trying to come back around at some point. But it could be just like I say, the thinking energy. Yeah, you've got a new opportunity. So it looks like a do-over. Somebody wants a fresh new start to start over. But I feel some of you have a new opportunity. So it looks like you have a decision to make here. Definitely look. You know, if you have a type, look at the type of people that are drawn to you, that are attracted to you, you know, because it could be something within yourself where you're bending over backwards. You're being a people pleaser, but I don't think you're going to be doing that anymore. The Empress is fair. The Empress is balanced, grounded, very kind and compassionate energy, you see. Someone's failed to recognize this. Somebody doing things out of kindness, being kind to someone, to bend over, to please them. But it's saying not to be that people pleaser, okay? Don't give to somebody who isn't willing to meet you in the middle, basically. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Multiple opportunities, end of delays, things speeding up here. So I feel this is what someone's looking at here, that you likely have other opportunities, you see? Yeah. It's possible too, you could be looking, maybe feeling this person does, because somebody who doesn't want to cooperate or doesn't want to commit sometimes has other opportunities, so, they kind of, have a tendency to reject if they don't get what they want. But I actually feel what's going to happen, what is happening with this person is that reconciliation. It's about releasing. This person needs to let go. They need to find their inner balance. They need to make better decisions. Someone made a very bad decision. Now, I feel some of you too, it's come to the point where you feel something is off with someone because I feel like you have a choice here. With that temperance energy, see, it's when you feel something is off, it doesn't feel right. So always go on how you feel about something too. Learn to trust that energy. But look at that. I like it. Multiple opportunities ended delays. So whatever's happening here, I feel as though you're going to make the right choice. It looks like you're possibly going to go for something new. But it could be, like I say, it's your decision, your choice here with the energy. But please do take the time to look. Okay, if you are someone who likes to please, you're always giving, these are the type of people who may be drawn to you because you're generous and you're giving. Because the Empress can be very giving, but also when you become that Empress energy, this is a healing energy. When you become the Empress, you start to see, okay, that you cannot compromise your way into a fair, committed relationship. Yeah, you can compromise, but you cannot bend over backwards to please somebody because they're never going to treat you right. This is the thing, is however things start, when you start a relationship, how it starts in the beginning is how it's going to go. So speak your truth, speak up, don't be afraid, okay? Because you don't want to please somebody and bend over backwards and end up in a long-term relationship or a marriage or something with a person who is never going to treat you right. It's always going to be you giving to them, pleasing them, and never really getting what you want. And that's where I actually feel like it's being realized, not just by this person, how they conducted themselves, but yourself. You're conducting yourself as the Empress. Right? This is why you're being in that energy, because you're not going to bend over backwards and keep pleasing someone who doesn't want to please you. It's about two people making each other happy. Now, there's the energy of manifesting. See, someone possibly even manipulating, trying to get things to go in their favor. But I feel like you are mastering the elements here. You see, with the Empress, you've mastered the elements. You've learned the hard way, so you know. Nobody's going to manipulate you into that. But I like the manifesting energy, the Magician, because it has to do with this communication. It's two people communicating, putting everything out there, sharing all your feelings, emotions, your likes, your dislikes, and being fair. So take care, you guys. Food for thought. Give it a little time to think about the energy. See what's playing out around you in your love life here. And if you have a person who you've been wanting a commitment from, it's two people seeing each other's from each other's point of view. But I feel like you've got someone who's definitely having that moment and that realization. If you rejected them because it's not good enough, because they're not treating you good enough. They're not treating you right. You see? So I feel in a nutshell, that's exactly what's happening. They're in their head thinking about it. It is a person who's strategic. Maybe they were even a little manipulative. There it is, strategic. So, but it's also an energy of creativity, coming up with ideas. I feel like you got a person who's trying to come up with some ideas to reach out, to talk to you before you take off in another direction to start something new. Because I feel like you're on the threshold of that. There you are, manifesting the elements, okay? Beautiful energy. It's also like creative ways to communicate, creative ways to share your feelings, to take that moment to look at each other's situation, because it is about fair. It has to be fair for both. Two people manifesting each other. So I feel like it's, there's an energy of you manifesting something new, and this person's trying to come towards you. They're looking for creative ways to communicate with you before you move on. Bye, everybody. Take care.